House Awards are very much established as the Oscars of the house building industry. They reward the very best house builders in Britain. And today at the Grosvenor House Hotel, the great and the good of the house building industry and the new home suppliers are all gathered in one room for what is very much the highlight of the house building year.
What a year! Has the house building industry ever had so much media coverage devoted to it? The localism debate, the draft national planning policy framework furore, all that embodied energy forever moving the zero carbon goalposts. The list just goes on. The trouble is, most of it has been negative, with powerful anti-development lobby groups finding media allies to peddle a naked NIMBY agenda dressed up as protecting the countryside. These hypocrites ignore critical social, economic and environmental factors which can help the UK economy back on its feet and put people in the housing they deserve and can afford. The nonsense spouted by, amongst others, the Telegraph, the National Trust and the CPRE has been breathtaking. My personal favourite was a Telegraph piece which was illustrated with a picture of Lathkill Dale in the Peak District, with the caption, "Now you see it." Blimey, putting houses in a beautiful steep limestone valley with rare orchids on a site of special scientific interest and a national nature reserve would have been the greatest feat of house building since Stonehenge. Incidentally, Stonehenge, I think that was the year local authorities were first asked to draw up their local plans. Anyway, the idea that the National Planning Policy Framework is a builder's charter is absurd. What it does do, probably more by luck than good judgment, is provide a counterweight to localism. When the localism bill was introduced, handing power to the parish pump, there were real industry fears that winning over local authorities in well-heeled shires, despite the sweetener of the new homes bonus, would become ever more difficult. But the planning framework reminds councils that they have a duty to shape their communities proactively, balancing housing, social and economic and environmental needs. Equally, it is no good the new homes industry just moaning that it gets an unfair press and cannot possibly tug on the public's heartstrings wearing a hard hat and driving a bulldozer. Every builder and every supplier and new home service should collectively market house building as an industry to drive economic growth and social welfare. Where in the hostile debate over planning reform were the shouts that if you really want a low-carbon economy, you need to hug a house builder? Why, amid the hikes in energy prices and fuel bills, are house builders not trumpeting the low running costs of their houses and their eco-credentials? And why is the public perception of the quality and design of new homes still so poor, while house builders' customer satisfaction levels would put most other industries to shame? There is enough industry talent out there, many in this room this afternoon, who can make it happen and at least try to win hearts, minds, and new homes bonuses. Look at the bigger picture, not just the balance sheet. Now, this is why the What House Awards, now in their 30th year, are so important. They reward excellence and remind those critics who bother to look and listen that the house building industry can deliver outstanding homes with a range of product and design initiatives showing excellence, innovation, boldness and vision across the price spectrum. Now, of course, it would not be fair to have a pop at the anti-growth NIMBY lobby without giving them a right to reply. But of course, being a Friday afternoon, they're all driving down to their homes in the country for the weekend, so nobody's available. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, borrowing shamelessly, for those of you old enough, from Have I Got News for You, when no-show politician Roy Hattersley was replaced by a tub of lard, I give you a banana. Somebody's familiar with the acronym. If you're not familiar with the acronym, it stands for Build Absolutely Nothing Anywhere Near Anyone. So to all of those winners today, shout from the rooftops that you build the best new homes in Britain, and this is an industry to be proud of. And if you don't beat the bananas, hopefully, sorry about this, hopefully you can still win on appeal. Thank you very much.